Milo, a gray rabbit with soft fur like moonlight, lived under the roots of an ancient oak in the middle of an autumn meadow. This meadow was his world, filled with tall golden grasses, the hum of bees, and the chatter of sparrows. But today the meadow felt quieter than ever. Milo sat by the base of the oak, his nose twitching at the crisp autumn air. His best friend, a fox named Rowan, had vanished weeks ago when the humans came. They had set traps and driven their loud machines into the meadow. Since then, Milo had avoided the far side of the field where the humans worked, but he couldn't stop his thoughts from wandering there. Rowan wouldn't have left me, Milo murmured to himself, ears drooping. Every day, Milo would hop to the meadow's edge, hoping to see Rowan's fiery red fur or hear his sharp laugh, and every day he returned alone. One evening, as the sun dipped low and painted the meadow in shades of amber, Milo heard a sound, soft, broken, but familiar. His heart leapt as he followed it, weaving through the grasses until he reached the far side of the meadow. There, beneath a thorny bramble, lay Rowan. His paw was caught in a cruel steel trap, and his once bright fur was matted with dirt. "Rowan!" Milo cried, rushing to his side. Rowan's amber eyes fluttered open and a weak smile crossed his muzzle. "Milo, I didn't think you'd come this far." Milo's throat tightened. "I couldn't leave you." The trap was heavy and cruel, its jagged edges biting into Rowan's leg. Milo's small paws weren't strong enough to open it. Tears welled in his eyes. "I'll get help," he whispered. But Rowan shook his head. "It's too dangerous. The humans, they'll come back." "I don't care," Milo said, his voice breaking. "I won't leave you here." Summoning all his courage, Milo dashed through the meadow, past the oak and into the forest where the other animals lived. He called out to anyone who would listen, and soon a group of animals gathered. A badger with strong claws, a clever raccoon, and a pair of deer with watchful eyes. Under the cover of darkness, they followed Milo back to the trap. The badger worked to pry it open while the raccoon used his nimble paws to loosen the latch. The deer stood guard, their ears swiveling for any sign of humans. Finally, with a sharp clang, the trap snapped open, and Rowan was free. Rowan tried to stand, but his injured leg buckled beneath him. Milo pressed close to his side. "Lean on me," he said, his voice soft but firm. Together, with the other animals helping, they made their way back to the oak tree. Milo prepared a bed of soft moss, and the raccoon brought herbs to soothe Rowan's wounds. As the first frost of winter coated the meadow, Rowan lay beneath the oak with Milo by his side. His leg would take time to heal, but his spirit, like Milo's love, was unbroken. "Why did you risk so much for me?" Rowan asked one night, his voice barely more than a whisper.